Exactly. All right. What's up, everybody? This is DJ JMan here on the TalkCast Podcast, and this is season 3, and this is episode 3, I believe. I'm pretty sure it's going to be episode 3. And today we are talking to one of my good friends. She is a rock artist from Canada, and she has got a lot of good news to tell us, some announcements, and we're just gonna get to know her and see what her life is all about. And she's gonna tell us some really exciting news about her career that I'm also excited to hear, and I want you guys to be excited as well. So before we bring her on, make sure to give this podcast 5 stars, rate 5 stars in your favorite podcast network, and make sure to follow the TalkCast on social media at the TalkCast on Facebook and at the TalkCast Pod on Instagram and Twitter. And make sure to search for the TalkCast on your favorite podcast network or go to anchor.fm/the TalkCast to find out where you can listen to us and where you can get involved in my audio journal, because this is the audio journal where I give the keys to my guests and have them tell their story. And so, Sabrina Fallah, tell us, I want you to have a key to my audio journal. So you can tell us wherever you want. And this is a open book territory. This is not a judgmental territory zone. So tell us wherever you want and tell us your story, and we'll give you a key to my audio journal.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm excited now.
I am very excited too. So just tell me a little bit about you, because this is a new audience for you.
Yeah.
So they might not know who you are. So
right.
Tell us a little bit about you and what you got going on.
All right. So as you know, I am Sabrina Fallah. I'm from Canada, Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, and I'm a rock singer. Big influence is Green Day. It's a Green Day month because of their new record that came out in February, so I can talk about them for 24 hours. But now it's about me, but I can always talk about them. I like to play guitar, and I also songwrite, so I co-write music, and I love performing on stage. And recently, I just got on some mainstream radio stations. So
wow.
Yeah. So yeah.
Now that is very big for indie artists to get on mainstream. Not many people get on mainstream, so that is a very big deal.
Yeah, it's called emailing them till they answer you and tell you yes or no.
Yeah, bug them to death. Yeah.
Yeah, but in a nice way. In a nice way. Or else they won't answer you.
Okay, yeah. True.
But also it's a lot of work, and it is a lot of work to try to get on there, especially doing your research and knowing which station is good for your music. Because sometimes it says, for example, my mistake was the rock station said classic rock, but for some reason I didn't catch that. So when I wrote them, they said we're classic rock station. I'm like, you know what? I am so sorry. Like, I should have known that. But I am not a classic rock artist. So you always have to make sure when you write to them, you're writing to the right station for your genre.
Yeah, and that could be hard because, some stations are like they don't have no genre like type. So they be like a variety station.
Exactly. And I write to them, and still some of them say variety doesn't necessarily mean hard rock, it means softer rock. So even with variety, it's hard to even get on it. So I try to send my song Hurt to variety because it's a softer song. So I'm doing a lot of learning at the same time to submit my songs around. But I've gotten some stations, and I'm happy. I'm happy with what I have, and I'm still going. My God, and I'm still waiting for answers back. So it's a lot of time, like it's time consuming, but in the end, it's so worth it.
So, how many mainstream stations are playing your music now?
Oh my God. Oh, okay. The biggest mainstream station that's playing my music right now is in the States, WSBS radio in Massachusetts. But college radio stations are also considered mainstream because they do go into the car. Like I was recently on CKCU Persian radio. That was mainstream. I've been on the Algonquin College mainstream. I've actually been on mainstream college stations in the States. And just so you know, I forgot the name of the station, but I have a mainstream station in Arizona actually wanting to work with me.
Wow, that's
So
cool.
when I get that, I'll let you know what it is. I forgot the name of it, but they're gonna get back to me and about playing my song and interviewing me, and it's a local station in Arizona.
Yeah. And the only one that I could think of, it might be called KUPD. That's a really hard, like, rock station
It starts
that
it
we got.
start it starts with a K, but it's close to that. Something else, but it starts
Huh.
with a K. It's a local one. It might not be the biggest one, but they're still considered, like when I searched them, it said
Hmm.
mainstream, but there's different levels of mainstream
Yeah.
too. So
It might be one of those, like, mainstream, like, indie channels. Because we do got one mainstream indie channel,
hmm,
FM station.
maybe. Well, when I get the answer back, I'll let you know. But I know it's Arizona, and I was like, when I searched them up, I was like, cool, nice station. But when I did more search, I was like, oh my God, they're bigger than just a station. They're local, so it's cool.
Yeah. That's that's very cool.
Hmm.
Let's see. So you're from Canada,
Yeah,
and so
it's cold.
you're yeah, it's cold there, and you are a big you're like very known there in all these stations out there.
Most of the stations that are the big mainstream is in the States, so I'm all over. I like not just being. I don't like just sending my music to one country. I like sending it worldwide. So whoever gets it, like I even got interviewed at a college station in Scotland. So, so that was interesting when I was talking to them. I'm like, you got a
Wow.
Scottish accent, and like, yeah. So like, all like if you ever want to get on like radio, go to college stations because that's the beginning. That is before the big mainstream stations. So if you're played on college radio, you'll easily get on mainstream. But I have been played on college radio, but now I'm being more played because of my mainstream chance that I got. So that if you get one opportunity, that can help you get the next one.
And you'll get a lot more opportunities once you get known to more mainstream channels,
Mm-hmm.
stations. I call it channel stations now, so it's like a thing now.
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah.
I know it's hard to get on bigger stations, but don't think about it being hard. Think about it, it's something you're gonna try to get because this was my goal for a very long time. I wanted to hear myself in the car and just turning on the radio and bang, I got the Algonquin opportunity and I was in the car. I was actually on the highway and I heard my interview play in the car. I'm like, wait a second, that sounds like me. And it was
Yeah.
so cool because it was pre-taped. So yeah, but you know what? It can't happen. But the one that helped me the most was the one in the States because the WSBS radio, I'm being requested on that station. So if you're in the States, you can call them up and say, I want you to play Sabrina's Hurt or Frontline, and they'll play it for me. So people are actually requesting me there, which is pretty cool. I didn't expect that to happen at all. Once, when I found out that it was happening, I literally got shocked because it's not every day you hear that somebody's calling in to ask for your song. So, and it's a mainstream and it's something I've been wanting. So, yeah, I'm still in shock by it. I'm still trying to put it together. Like
you was on just indie channels, and now you're on mainstream and indie, which is pretty cool. And not just like internet stations, you're on FM stations as well.
Yeah, I'm on everything in online, internet, college, mainstream. The best thing is, as long as you put your song somewhere, it will get heard. I started with online stations first, then led me to college, then led me to mainstream. And mainstream was, honestly, that was a shock. Like, I did not expect them to come back and accept me being an unknown, like not unknown, like not so big artist to be played, because they go after all the signed huge artists. And when they told me that they wanted to give me the chance, I was like, really? Wow. No, like I felt like, wow, like it's not every day a big station says, okay, well we'll play you. And then of course they interviewed me, and if you want to hear it, it's on my YouTube. But that was like my first big mainstream opportunity, which has helped me a lot now. Yeah.
So all you do is just email them, and then they say no or yes.
Well, you have to email either the programmer, like the programming director, or the music director, or the digital director, anything that leads to the music department. And you just have to be really, really nice. And yeah, send them the songs you feel that fits the station and do it.
Yeah, that's the key. You have to send songs that will fit the station. And some artists that send me songs don't like the genre or like variety that we play. So they send songs that don't fit well with our like rotation. Mm-hmm. So I have to say, no, we can't accept this because it don't fit well with our station.
The worst thing a station can say is it doesn't fit our format.
Yeah.
Which means either it's two ways it goes. Doesn't fit our format can mean no, we can't play you at this moment. It's like an easy way out of saying no, from what I think it means. Or it means, I'm sorry, your sound, your style is not in our stations, doesn't fit our rotation, our playlist. But because some stations don't say no to me. This is how they answered me. Some of them say, your song is a little too harsh for us, or you should go to an active rock station, not just a rock station. Or they say, there's one more thing they said. Oh my God, what was the other one? But stuff like that. None of them said no. Oh yeah. I just remembered. One of them said, we'll keep you in our playlist and we'll let you know when we air you. So these are nice ways of saying no, but they're telling me where to go, pretty much. Like one radio station said, we're classic rock. I recommend you go to these stations, which he gave me the list of the stations, and said those stations will fit you more. I said, okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're very nice to you.
Yeah. I have done that a few times with some people that I saw potential with, but if there's some that just like straight up like needs like more work on it or their songs, and I'm just tell them like You just it's not time yet. But come back, and then we'll put you in rotation.
Yes, labels do that.
It's
Labels act like that. It's not time yet, but come back in a month or two with another song. Labels say that if you're doing demos and stuff. But yes,
sometimes
yes.
sometimes it's hard to say no.
That's
Yeah.
why you say it in a nicer way than just saying no. Because saying no is really harsh.
Mm-hmm.
I like it when the person explains why it's a no.
Mm-hmm.
Then I know what to work on, you know?
Yeah. Let's see. I have known you for almost. I think it's like over a year now.
No, longer.
Longer? Is it longer?
I think it's been almost 2 years.
Wow.
It's been longer because I met you and then I met Jacob and then I've done a couple of your contests.
Yeah.
For your station, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm sure it's been almost 2 years.
Yeah, and I think
I think so. It has to be.
I know that the Cranberry Merchants sent me their music almost at the same time that you sent me your music, and I was like, that was kind of cool. Like to hear their music and to hear your music, it was pretty cool.
It's nice, eh?
Yeah. That you guys are a part of like a thing called ISA, and this is an International Songwriters Association and all that, which is a pretty cool company.
Yeah.
They help out a lot indie artists.
Well, somebody told me to join them, so I did. And I noticed that there's a lot of people in there, so it's good to network and meet new musicians and see what's going on out there.
True, very true. So I want to dive in. I want to come back to the mainstream stuff, but I want to dive into your own like personal life, like what you got going on up in there. Because I feel like you can be like raw as you want with this, but this is like one of those podcasts where you can say wherever you want, no judgmental or whatever you want to say. So I just want to like ask you like how your personal life is. How do you balance your personal life with your like
My music.
your music and career?
Well, that's a very interesting question because I've never been asked that before.
Oh.
Well, I separate my music from my personal life. Well, before I did. Now it's like pretty much my personal life. I think you mean by people I interact with outside music. Well,
yeah, and the activities that you do outside of your music.
Well, I like to go shopping. I like to drive. I love you, as you know, I like to, when it's not snowing or when there's no snow out there, I like to go out in my yard and play with my squirrels and chipmunks. And this new cat named Skippy is new neighbor cat, so likes to come by once in a while. I'm gonna take more pictures of her and stuff. But this leads to my past a bit because I had a lot of friends while I was pursuing my music. And as you know, in life, you can lose friends and make new friends. And like my song Hurt, I lost friends because of what I do. And they just didn't support me. So my honesty is I don't have as many friends that people think I do. But I just interact with so many people when I go out and when I'm online. And I do have a friend, but she's like an hour away. And the thing is, sometimes as you get older, you don't have your friends from school anymore.
True.
it changes. And if what happened then didn't happen, we would still be friends. But I don't want to go into deep with it. But the one thing is, what I want to tell people is, if you feel that you have friends who aren't showing support in what you love, but you're showing support in what they love, back away. Don't waste all your energy on them. Look what happened to me. I had to walk away because they were ruining everything. They were all because all they want was them, to think about themselves. They never thought about anybody else. And but I was very young then, and so were they. So it's not like we understood a lot, because when you're young, you're still growing up and still learning. But I made the right decision. And guess what? After I walked away, I went to Nashville. I did Kiss is a Killer album. Then Hurt came out, and then now I'm on mainstream radio. So sometimes when you walk away from something that isn't right, better things come your way. It took a long time, but it came eventually.
What kind of advice would you give to people that want to become a artist, or like how to like get out of their life and become an artist and balance their life out between personal life and their career life?
Right. Okay. So first thing you have to ask yourself is this really what you want to do? Because if you want something and you want to go for it, you shouldn't let anything get in the way of it. With a personal life or business should be separate. But the thing about me is I always had it involved in my personal life. But the thing is, you should know what you want to do and go for it and not give up. And know that it's going to be a long time till you see something happening, or it might be soon. But don't let your friends who are not involved in your field and that you're working in stop you from doing it, or say that, for example, my friends would tell me, I never see you. And I'm like, what do you mean you never see me? I see you every day. Because they were trying to pull me away from what I like to do. But it never worked, because I just said, sorry, I'm busy, So you have to remember what you put first. And know that also, if something isn't good, oh yeah, this is another important thing. I just remembered. For example, if you go to work and then you come home, don't bring business home. For example, if you had a hard day at work, don't come home and be mean to your family because you had a hard day at work. If you want to talk about it, but like, just remember, work is work, and your other life is life. You don't bring your work into your personal life and your family when you come home, unless they understand you're under pressure. But sometimes they say, don't bring the work home.
Exactly.
Which is hard, but I've been told that a lot, and actually it is right. If you're like, when I had a job working at the sub shop, and I was stressing, and then I came home, I didn't blabber about it. I got home and I said, now I'm home. Now I can write some songs, play some music, and back into my music environment. And oh yeah, and the reason why I'm not working anymore, because I'm signed and I'm on mainstream radio.
So
anything can happen. If my song hits, I need to be ready for it. So
yeah, exactly. And so you like screw up, you like screw your sub shop job and just like move on to like being a rock star.
The thing is, I didn't want to work. The only reason I went to work was to work on my shyness, because I used to be very shy and I couldn't talk to people. So I went to work on my communication skills, and it helped me. And as soon as that was working, the reason I left my job is because I got injured. So I had an arm injury.
Oh, there you are. Sorry about that.
Yeah. So the reason I left my job is because I got an arm injury, which led me to 3 months of not playing my guitar, which led me to freak out. And I said, I'm done. I didn't want to, but everything's okay now. It's just at that time I didn't want to lose more opportunity because I didn't want to be injured and not be able to perform.
Yeah, true.
So I didn't perform for 3 months because of it. I actually pulled the ligament in my shoulder, which then affected me to move my arm, so I couldn't play instrument, which really pissed me off. But I could still write, but I could not play my instrument.
Wow.
So from that day, I was like, you know what? Scrap the job. I'm going for my career. Like I'm getting too injured.
So you went from 0 to 100.
Yeah.
So that's basically your story. That's your story.
Yeah.
Working in a sub shop and then making your way to becoming a rock star and screwing what people say about you and like doing your own thing.
Mm-hmm. And like I said, I was only doing the job for communication skills. I wasn't going there to make money. I was going there to learn how to interact with people so I don't be shy, because now I'm able to go in front of people and not be shy anymore. I had to
Like
work
me.
on that. I had to work on that, or else I would still be shy and not even be able to talk right now. Like that's how bad I was. Actually, I'm not afraid to say this, but just for people to know that you can actually get better. I used to not be able to order food at a fast food drive-through. Like I would be afraid to even go up to somebody and say, "Can I have a coffee?" That's how bad I was. See, in life, you can work on it and you can get better if you work at it.
Yeah, I was very shy too. Before the radio stuff, I was very shy to a point where I wasn't talking to nobody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I like my bone disease, or I wasn't like
Mm-hmm.
talking on the phone to anyone or anything. Like I think once I did the drama plays in high school, I like broke out of my shell, and I'm not now. Now I can't. Now I am talking, and I can't stop. Like you can't shut me up now. Like I talk.
Yeah, I
And
think
I think that's the
music.
same way for you too.
Yeah, I think music has helped me too, but getting that job helped me with the other side of me. And now I can go. Now I like to order things for everybody. No, let me order. No, now I'm the talker. Like you, I don't stop talking. Like
Yeah, you
no,
don't.
but like I'm just thinking how shy I was as a kid, and now I'm like, and people are like, you were the shy one? Uh-huh. I still am shy, but not
Yeah, a
to
little bit.
but not to the point of where I'm gonna choke if I order something, you know? But hey, guys, like seriously, if you are shy like that, uh, go and help yourself, because you can achieve it. You can achieve anything. Like I can go on stage and sing in front of everybody, and still I was afraid to order food, because on stage I felt like a different person. I wasn't the shy person. I know. It's like I am two people on stage and off stage. I'm two different. Off stage, I'm shyer than when I'm on stage. It's weird.
That's kind of the same way for me too. Like
Yeah.
once I get done recording my podcast, or
Mm-hmm.
if I get done with my radio show, I'm like totally a different person. Like
Yeah.
I'm
And
a little bit more shy than I am.
and I think a lot of artists say that on stage they're entertaining, they're having fun. Off stage is like, oh my God, did I just do that? Oh my God, did everything go okay? Like when I'm on stage, I don't think about anything. Off stage, I'm like, how was it? Was it okay? You know, like, but like, oh yeah, I'm different. Like people don't realize why I'm shy off stage, and on stage I'm not. I'm like, that's who I am. but I'm not as shy as I used to be. I love it when people come up to me now. Before I was scared to even look at somebody when they were talking to me. Now I'm like, I would look into their eyes and be like, "Hi, how are you? Nice to meet you." I'm not scared to look at people anymore.
Me too. I used to have a very big problem with that.
Yeah.
I used to not do eye contact at all, and now I do it, and now it's a lot better.
Yeah, I think a lot of people can
Relate to that.
tell similar stories. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's alone in
Wow.
this world. Everybody has gone through at least something as a childhood and has grown out of it or is still dealing with it, but you get better. I never thought I would be where I probably, if I didn't help myself with my shyness, I wouldn't be where I am now because that could have held me back a lot.
But life is not bunch of chocolates. It's not cherries. It's not like a big bowl of cherries. Life is strange in every way, and like how you dealt with that, how you're dealing with being in your career, how you are now, and how you're getting more popular. And I also heard that you go through you can go through panic attacks and anxiety issues, and that is really big to have dealt with that in your life. That's a very big topic to deal with. So yeah,
yes.
And I know that you probably go through counseling for that, and that's probably has been helping you to balance that out with your career and your life.
Yeah, the thing about that is I got it more as I got older. So they always say as a kid you don't know your problems till you get older, and then your body starts reacting to all the stress and pressure and garbage and stuff you've dealt with all your life. But I'm dealing with it. But I didn't expect my life to be so much, but you know what? It's gonna get better because I'm feeling better now with my career and stuff. I feel like things are gonna be good. But just so you know, most of the musicians are dealing with anxiety and panic attacks.
Radio hosts too.
Yeah,
a lot of people are.
They say, actually, I was told a lot of musicians get it because they're very sensitive. Because they're artistic and they go into writing about their feelings and stuff. But I say I don't think I got it from that. I got it from abuse. Not abuse, but wrong term. I meant to say bullying. I was bullied a lot as a kid, so that can deal with a lot of stress and hurt and strain, and I honestly don't know why I got what I did. It's just let's just say it's a very hard world out there. And
yeah, it is.
You deal with a lot of fakes and scams and liars and people who just want to pretend to be your friend and just to
hurt you, stab you in the back.
Just to hurt you and stab you in the back. Yeah, so I got rid of that. So I'm okay now.
Well, good for you. I'm very happy. I'm very happy about that.
But if you ever need help, therapy does work.
Yeah, therapy does work. Yeah, I also went through therapy too, and I didn't know that I had to have that until later on in my life. So, it comes and goes. Part of life. But going back to your mainstream stuff, I feel like do you feel like this is like the next step into your career? Like once you get on more mainstreams, then you'll be able to do like tours and concerts and all that.
Yeah, because I'm not going to talk about me. I'm going to talk about in general. So once your song gets on enough mainstream stations and it starts rotating, if your song hits, then that's the sign of performing and getting your song. Well, that's why you have a label, right? So if you're not with a label, you can do it independently. But because I have a label, they're gonna help me book. Like for example, they told me if my song does hit, which they hope it does, obviously, they're gonna book me to talk shows, talk shows, more radio shows. All those things on TV, stuff like that, to start me off, and then I do some more radio tours and hopefully a tour. I would love to do a world tour, but I have to be known enough that the people come and buy the tickets, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but I'm not saying it can't happen. I'm saying it can, but it takes time. Like I said for the radio, everything takes time. But I remember somebody told me everything can happen if you do it. Anything's possible.
Yeah.
Hell, for God's sake, I've been wishing for radio for like 4 or 5 years, and I never thought I would be where I am now. Like it took a long time to get on it. Like it took a very long time. I never thought of going to mainstream till I got signed, because I didn't think anybody would even look at me if I wasn't signed. And because I'm signed, that's probably why they took me. But
Now, how was that process like? How did you get signed so quickly?
it wasn't quickly, it was luck.
Yeah, luck. Yeah, luckily quickly.
I'm saying luck because I'll tell you the story. It's really, really funny. You know LinkedIn, the little app.
Oh, LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Yep.
I wasn't on LinkedIn for like over a year, and because I didn't really care about it back then, back in the day. Like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, me too.
So I go on it one night around 10 o'clock, I think, at night, and somebody messages me, "I like your music. I want to help you. I think I know somebody that would be good for you." And then he mentioned the label, and I was like, did this just happen? At 10 o'clock at night after a year not looking at LinkedIn, did somebody just write me that? So I'm telling you, people, anything can happen at any moment in time, But all my life I've been wanting a label, and I finally got to a label that wanted to work with me and wanted to help me and suited my genre, because or else it wouldn't have worked if they didn't do rock. So but the one thing my label told me from the beginning, no matter what we do, you still have to do the work. Because just because you're signed to a label, it doesn't mean the label's doing all the work for you. I'm still doing a lot of the legwork. The labels don't do half the things that they used to do. All the artists are doing it. So but being signed to them helps me a lot. Having that name,
I bet,
behind you. Plus, now I can say I'm signed, I'm with the label, I'm on radio, we're working on this, we're working on that, things, we're doing this, we're doing that. And I just feel like I'm not looking for a label anymore. I'm not going through that struggle. So, but you know what? You should go for a label if you want to go for a label. Just send them your demo and be positive.
Some wants to stay as like their own indie artists. Like they want to do their own thing and not a label. But
right.
It is what it is. Like it's only your choice if you want to have a label or not. So
it's fine to be independent, but I didn't want that. I wanted to be signed from day one. So that was my dream. Doing it, a lot of people are doing it independently, but I always wanted to be signed from 14 when I started. So that's my goal, and I got it.
Nice. So what's next? Like what's new with you? What you got going on?
Lots of
What can you
radio.
say to us? What can you say to us?
All I can
That's the key.
say, what you gotta wait and see. No,
That's what
seriously.
that's what they always say.
Yeah, because the thing
Like,
is,
yeah, wait and see.
every day I get something new, and I don't know till the next day if I get something else.
It's true.
Okay, this is what I can say. I have some more interviews coming up, for shows and stuff. It'll be more in the summer when the snow is melted. New music, I'm working on it. I'm not gonna promise something yet because I don't know when it's out, but I'm working on it. So there's everything's in the works, but right now I'm waiting to hear from more mainstream. Like I'm seriously waiting, and it's hard, but so far so good. I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm very happy.
Yeah, I'm so happy that you're happy. That
Honestly,
makes me happy.
a thing, what I learned is the happier you are, the more things will come to you. And it actually works. It has worked.
Yeah.
Somehow it does work because if you can believe in what you're doing, something is going to come positive to you. Not everything, but something will.
It just takes time to get where you're at, and you just gotta go.
And I'm still going.
And you're still going.
I'm trying
Yeah.
to get a hit song. Whenever it happens, it's gonna happen. I don't know when.
Now, which song of yours now do you think is a hit?
Right now, Hurt.
Hurt.
Hurt is the one being played the most. That's the one being requested. And Frontline is number 2.
Yeah, I would say that one. Yeah, that's my favorite, Frontline. But I think I still need to listen to Hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Don't
yeah,
worry.
Jordan, get in the game.
Don't worry. The song is not about you, so you can listen to it.
Oh, okay, sweet. Yay.
Yay.
glad it's not about me. I know I didn't hurt you, so I think we're
I have
good.
to think about a different title for you. Skittles. Sorry.
Skittles.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Skittles. Oh.
I haven't seen Skittles in the yard yet because there's so much snow, but soon everybody's going to be coming back. It's almost a month till spring. Look at that.
Yeah. She's talking about her Skittles, like her not her Skittles, her squirrels.
Jordan.
She names her squirrels Skittles.
Yeah,
Well, she named one squirrel Skittle
for you. Yeah.
For me.
And
because I love Skittles.
I don't know if it's a boy or girl, so I just say he is so pretty.
She is so pretty. Like
I don't know.
It can work for both.
And how I recognize them, I know my kids. I recognize my kids very. If you know your kids, I know my kids.
And the squirrels are in her yard are her kids.
They're my babies. And if they bring more babies, they're added to the family. I have a lot of kids. I have chipmunks, rabbits, squirrels, raccoons, birds, bugs. Ew, bugs.
Ew.
I don't want bugs.
Ew. No.
And I have a cat.
No, thank you.
And there's a new cat named Skippy. The reason the cat's name is Skippy because she skips because of her back leg. She limps on it. Yeah. Interesting name, huh?
Yeah. Very interesting. Huh. So, have you ever been into the US?
Yeah.
Or are you just been in Canada?
I've been to Nashville, I've been to San Francisco, I've been to New York, I've been to LA, I've been to Rhode Island, I've been to Connecticut.
Wow. Surprised me. Shocked me to death. I'm speechless now.
I just haven't been to Arizona.
Yeah, come on. Arizona wants you.
How hot is
Come
it
visit.
there?
Not as hot because we only get snowbirds from Canada that come here.
Oh yeah?
Uh-huh.
Nice.
We get all the snowbirds from Colorado or from Canada.
Oh, cool.
And people from Alaska and Antarctica, they come here to get away from the snow and all the coldness.
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah, especially in the summertime and in the spring. It's very nice in the spring and summertime. But the fall and winter have been really terrible here lately. So not sure what that's all about. But
right.
Yeah, most of the time it's nice, and it's not as hot as you think it is. Like it can get to 120, but it rains the next day. So
yeah, here it snows right now. Snowing right now.
Wow. Do you like the snow or do you like the heat?
Well, it's interesting because this year we didn't have that much of a cold winter. It was like maybe 2-3 days like spread out, and the snow didn't really raise as much. It always seemed to melt as it snowed, but when we had the heavy snowfall, it stayed. So this year I don't mind the winter because it's not really pissing me off. As normally you can't drive, you're sliding on the street. And for the warm weather, we don't really get massive warm weather here because it's more winter than summer. But when we have it, I stay outside as much as I can to enjoy the heat because it's always cold. And sometimes if it gets too hot, and then I stay in the house going, "Come on, man." Like seriously. So, but I honestly can't wait for the snow to melt because I want to open my screen room, be able to sit outside and enjoy the weather and go for walks and because my neighborhood has nice tracks to walk on, and it's beautiful. So, and then you get to see all the dogs outside.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I love going to meet the dogs. I say hi to the owner and say, "Hey, nice dog. I want your dog."
Can I touch it?
Funny story. I was walking one day, beautiful weather outside, and this lady was walking her dog, and her dog ran up to me and jumped on me, and I'm like, "Hey, puppy." And she's like, "Do you know my dog?" I said, I have this thing where animals like me, so I don't know your dog, but I think your dog knows me. No, I'm serious. Like I go to a pet shop and they're like dogs and cats out, right? They come to me and avoid everybody else. I have this thing where animals know I love them and they come to me. I don't know. I have squirrels coming to me. I must have
and climbing on you.
I know.
Yeah.
I must have something that tells the animals that she's gonna love us. She's gonna feed us.
Yep. Feed us food. That's why.
Man, the squirrels know that.
Yeah, they want nuts. Nuts.
Of course they do.
And more nuts. They want all kinds of nuts. Right, so that's your hobby, like in life. You like to feed animals. You like to be around animals.
I never thought a squirrel would be climbing up on me, so that's fun. Grayster is one of a kind. Okay, the other ones don't do that.
He's your man. He's your squirrel man.
I I think he's with his wife right now. I think they're making babies, but I'm not jealous as long as he comes
on the
back.
side.
If he wants his food, he better come back.
You're on the side. You're a side
I know
woman.
I'm on the side. But it's
He just wants
okay.
you for food.
I have Blackie who comes to me too, so.
Yeah, Blackie's
But
nice.
Blackie was the first one that ever came, and then Skittle decides to join the family. I'm sorry, Grayster. Yeah, Skittles came, but Skittles came after Grayster.
Mm.
Because I remember you telling me you wanted me to name my squirrel, and I'm like, well, there's this other gray squirrel, looks a little bit different. Okay, Skittles.
Skittles, come here, Skittles.
And this might be funny, but I call all my squirrels their name when I talk to them, so hopefully they understand that they have names. I know I'm very weird that way. I name the squirrels and all my chipmunks are Alvins, okay? Because Alvin.
Yeah.
But as a joke, I'll say Theodore or whatever. But yeah, but you know what? Just be nice to your animals in the backyard, and they'll be nice to you. Okay, that's the trick. If you don't want your squirrel to hurt your garden or anything, feed them.
We don't get squirrels here. Like I never seen a squirrel.
Really?
Here.
You don't get it? No way.
No. I never seen a squirrel here.
Do you get raccoons?
I never seen a raccoon either.
Chipmunks?
I've seen chipmunks.
Okay.
I have heard owls.
Oh yes, they're beautiful.
Yeah. I've heard owls. I haven't seen an owl. I've heard an owl.
I've seen them.
We have like geckos that climb our walls.
Okay. Oh, cool.
We have like little iguanas that like
of course
climb our walls.
Okay, but no, we don't get that stuff here. They probably won't survive here because of the cold weather too.
Yeah, they usually come out when it's like really nice out.
Yeah.
But that's about it. We have cactuses. We have like snakes, and like we have coyotes.
Oh, so do we.
Other than that, that's about it really. Unless you go to the zoo, then you'll see everything else.
Yeah.
But
or if you go to Australia, you'll see the kangaroos hopping.
Mm-hmm. That's definitely like a desert thing. Australia is very desert-y like.
Mm-hmm. But it's sad, eh? They had the fire.
Yeah, it is sad. Yeah, very sad.
But yeah, I hear it's beautiful.
And hot, very hot.
Yeah.
Probably hotter than Arizona for sure.
Yeah. Very
Definitely.
hot.
That's why that's probably why they get fires a lot there.
They say people started the fires which caused it to have more problems. Like the fire started because of the heat, but then people started lighting fires for fun, and then that made it bigger. Why would they do it? Why would they do that? You don't do that stuff. You don't do it.
I don't know.
They damaged a lot of environment there.
They are stupid. But enough about that. I think we're getting close to an hour on this podcast, so I feel like we should like conclude this interview. Do you have anything else you want to say? You know?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I want to say some advice, to give some advice
to
people who are, to little girls and boys, or if you're starting off in the music industry or in anything you want to start out and know what you want, go for what your heart wants. Don't let anybody stop you because you can do it. Imagine yourself already succeeding and go for it. And don't give up, and believe in yourself. And you can achieve. You can. Just go for it. You'll see. It's like I'm talking to my younger self.
Oh,
I know.
your own kid.
Don't be afraid, Sabrina. When people say, "What would you tell your younger self?" Not to be so afraid. Honestly.
Yeah, that's what I would say to me too.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll get through life, Jordan. Just keep on going.
Yeah.
Live your life. So where can people follow you at on social media?
So Sabrina Fallah for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Snapchat, TikTok, Reverb Nation, SoundCloud, everything. Everything's on my website, sabrinafallah.com. And or you can just add me on Facebook, and I can tell you everywhere online. I'll add you, follow you. If you follow back, I will add you. I mean, yeah, you add me,
Yeah.
I add you.
Win-win type of thing.
A win.
A win. Nice. Well, congratulations for reaching mainstream. That's
Thank you.
big.
Like I said, I am still in shock. Like,
extremely.
I'm happy, but I still can't believe I'm there because I never thought I would get there. Never thought I would get there.
Yeah.
Knowing how hard this industry is, that's why I'm saying that.
Almost done. Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. So on that note, everybody, this has been the TalkCast Podcast, Season 3, Episode 3, reaching mainstream with Sabrina Fallah, and I'm very excited about that. And like I always say, believe in yourself and you will go far in life. I love you guys so much, and try to stay lit, try to stay humble, and try to stay kind and be kind to one another, and just live life to the fullest. And whatever obstacles come through your life, just get right through them. And if you need help with getting through panic attacks or anything like that, just try to get some help and go see a counselor, and they'll be able to help you. And there's like hotlines for that as well. So you probably could call the non-emergency number in your local area and just tell them that, hey, I want a counselor or some kind of therapist hotline for panic attacks, or something like that. Just get help while you can and while you still can before it gets worse. And I will see you guys next time, because we will be talking to my good friend Tony Sounds and his Tony Sounds project, and that's going to be lit as fire. So get ready for that episode coming up next week. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for coming onto the show, Sabrina.
Thank you for having me.
And we'll be able to have this talk again very soon. Definitely. Okay. And that's it. Follow me on social media. Follow the TalkCast on social media at the TalkCast, and follow us on Twitter and Instagram at the TalkCast Pod. Make sure to go follow Sabrina Fallah as well, and go visit her website. I'll put all her links in the description down below, and I'll put her website on down there as well. So from me to you, Blaine, so go far in light. I'll see you guys next week, and roll the outro. Bye.